Hey, gang. So, I thought I would make an update. There's some good things happening in my life. I also got a comment that my videos need more dogs. So, this is Gizmo. He's not real happy about me um, making him sit in my lap right now. So, he's probably going to run away here in a second. And then you can kind of see Ellie down there. Hey, Els. Ellie Belly. Honey, come here. Let me see if I can. Hey, Ellie, you're just not going to cooperate. Okay. Anyway, so those are my dogs. Ellie lives with me all the time. Gizmo lives with me half time. I have shared custody with my ex, so it is what it is. But I have good things to talk about. Here, why don't you go? Good things as of today. So, I have had this. I don't want to say a saga because it's been a couple of weeks, but I've had this issue where I filed the paperwork to change my name, but with everything going on with COVID and quarantine, I couldn't actually take the paperwork directly, so I had to mail it in. And me, being the very wise lady that I am, decided that I would do priority mail instead of getting a stamp, which is like, I don't know, whatever it is, like 50 cents or less or whatever it is. I would do priority mail, which is like $7 or $8. And then I'd get a tracking number and insurance and it would all be great. So I did that. And so I had my two forms, one of which I had to get notarized. And then I had my cashier's check for, the filing fees and all of that good stuff. And I sent it off. And it was in the system. And the day came that it was supposed to be delivered. And there was no delivery confirmation. And then the next day, and no delivery confirmation. And I'm like, what did I pay for here if this is not coming through? So I contacted the post office and was just like, hey, is there anything you can do to tell me, like, where is this package? Did it get delivered? And I didn't hear anything for a while. So I called the probate court here, which is where you send that off to. And they're like, well, we're backlogged because we're, 50-50 staffed right now. So call back later and we'll see. So, okay, I did that. So that was last week. So now it's been 2 weeks and I got a response back from the post office like yesterday. And it was like to the effect of, we don't know. And you should probably just file a claim for it being lost and like recoup what you lost here. So that super sucks. And I was kind of really not happy about it because I really wanted to have this process done in a certain period of time. And it didn't look like it was going to be that way. But I had it on my calendar to call the court again today. And I did. And they have it. For whatever reason, it just didn't get logged in the system for the post office that it was delivered. But they got it into their system on Monday. And in a couple of weeks, I should have the completed, signed, official, whatever, court order from the judge saying that my name is now Lindsay officially and legally. Or at least I guess that gives me the right to go to places like Social Security and the driver's license branch and update all my official docs to then officially make me be legally Lindsay. I'm not exactly sure when I'm technically legally Lindsay and all of that, but it's fine. When I get the court order, I'm celebrating. That's all I'm saying. I'll be celebrating then. So I'm excited about that. And so another big thing that came through, again, literally today, is I was planning to start voice therapy. And I think I mentioned this in my last video, that was something that I really wanted to do. Well, I had been waiting to get on my own insurance, and because of the divorce, I have been on my ex's insurance through her company, through her work. Well, as of yesterday, I am on my own insurance through my employer. So I messaged my doctor to remind him, like, hey, you were going to get me this referral over to the local speech language pathologist that actually does trans voice therapy. And he was like, thanks for reminding me. I got a call from them today, and I have an appointment set up for next Friday morning. So I'll go in, and as I understand it, like, we'll talk about my goals, and I've heard that they like stick a camera down your throat and like look at your vocal cords, and they do lots of cool like graphs and charts and determining your pitch and whatever other things they can measure. So I'm super excited about that. And it occurred to me that like making these videos is good because I want to make them anyway, and I hope that people enjoy them, and I hope that, God, maybe someday it'll help them in some way, But the other thing that it can do is like it'll serve as a record and a chronicle for me of, okay, this is what I sounded like before HRT, or no, wait, not before vocal therapy, and this is what I sound like throughout the process. So once I'm actually starting to do that and starting to train and use my new voice, I'm going to make it a point to use that new voice in whatever rough state it may be in for these videos. It'll be good practice, and like I said, it'll be good to have a record. So I'm very excited about that. I do wish I had a record of my voice from before I started transitioning, not because I've been doing any real significant like training or anything. And as I think I mentioned before, like the estrogen doesn't actually change my voice at all. But I know that I've stopped forcing myself to sound like a guy, and maybe that's weird, but to say, but I've always sort of just had to affect male. So not having to do that anymore definitely changed the way that I talk a little bit. And I've started speaking what feels more natural. And what has always felt more natural to me is to speak more like the women in my life and the women around me. So I've been doing that. I'll see if I can dig something up. And if I can, I'll share it here at some point where it makes sense. But anyway, that's my update. That's everything that's going on transition-wise. The divorce is what it is, and I don't want to go into details of what I'm talking about with my attorney because I feel like that would probably be unwise. Work is interesting, but it's interesting in ways that I don't necessarily want to talk about here, but I have my own insurance now, which is nice. So that's all I have for now. At this point, I'm just rambling, so I'm going to sign off. Yeah. Dogs are over there. They say bye too. So until next time, love and hugs. Bye.